Hi and welcome back to Homestead to Health. My name is Caitlin and we've got some pretty big news here. I think much larger news than I was expecting. Last night I went to go check out the goats and I couldn't find where I had put the eggs at that I had collected during the day, and so I was looking around and I was like, I'm gonna go look at the rabbit hutch. And thank God that I did, because there were two really small baby rabbits that were birthed on the grate of the hutch, and so I was able to find them, quickly get them to my shirt and wrap them up so that they would get warm. And it was returning them to the nest that I discovered that we not only had two little rabbits, but about 8. So we're going to check on them, see how they're doing. This is doe number 1, and doe 1 should be having her rabbits, or her kits, pretty soon too. So we're going to see how she's doing. I see that she's made some progress with her nest. I hope you can hear me pretty well. The goats and the dog are making quite the ruckus because they want snacks. But it's not snack time, it's baby time. Hi, Mama. I know. I know. Can I see about your babies? Oh my goodness, they're perfect, Mama. You did a great job, Mama. This is what day-old baby bunnies look like. Aren't they precious? Now, this one does seem to have some issue on its ears. Not you, honey, you're perfect. Look at brother here. So this could very well be one of the ones that we got off the grate last night. It looks like its ears are experiencing some kind of trauma of some sort. Its mouth too is pretty dark, if you can see that. So this is probably one of the ones that we had picked off the grate last night and had to work quickly to get it back to being warm. I'm going to check on these every day, these little babies here. I want them, one, to be used to being handled, so that they're easier to handle later. You're active, huh? Say you're not, Mama. But I want them to, he's digging. Where are you going to go? They're just so precious. But I'm going to try to handle them every day. I'm going to keep checking on them. And so I'm going to go back and I'm going to put these little ones back and continue counting and make sure everybody's accounted for and healthy this morning. Okay, so it's 1, 2. I know you're making ruckus. Oh, he's little bitty. Look at that one. 3. Okay, so there's not another one in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so it seems like last night I must have miscounted. I thought we had 8 little kits come from doe 2, but it seems like there's only 7. So what must have happened is, while I'm putting them to the front of the nest and I'm counting them, somebody probably wiggled around and I ended up double counting them. Everyone seems to be doing really well this morning. Only that one rabbit kit, I'm sorry, that you saw the little trauma happen to his ears. I'm guessing that probably happened because whenever I found them on the grates last night and I picked them up, they were really, really cold. In fact, I was kind of scared that they were dead. One was in front of the nesting box, and then one was kind of tucked up underneath them. The nesting box that they're using is not ideal. I wish that they could both have had these little wooden nesting boxes, but sometimes, homestead life is a lot, or farming or anything like that, a lot of it is homemade stuff, and that's just one of the ways that I was able to utilize something that I had already had, and it seems to be working really great. Mama Rabbit seems to have really made use of it, and also I think that it's actually going to work better as like a heat, I don't want to say generator, something that would keep the heat in for the baby rabbits. So I think it's going to work out okay. I am going to check inside this nesting box though. I can see that she has pulled some chest fur out to stuff her nest. She's due tonight. Whenever we bred the rabbits, doe 2 bred with him one day, and then the next day we bred doe 1. I hope I didn't mess that up. So this is doe 1 because she's closer to him, and this is doe 2. So we bred doe 2 first and then doe 1 second on a different day. And so I'm going to check. I don't see any like bloody discharge or anything just yet. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reach in there, see if there's anything. Like I said, we didn't know that we had as many baby rabbits as we did last night until I stuck my hand in the nest, because the mamas do a really good job of protecting them. So. Oh my goodness. We have babies. Whoop! You scared me. Oh my good golly, Miss Molly. Hi, how's it going? One baby. Two babies. 6 babies. Oh my goodness, you're so precious. Oh my goodness. Let me get them back tucked away. You did a really good job, Mama. So it's important to remember, for me, this is more of like a to myself note, that even though rabbits are extremely cute and whenever they're babies, they're almost like painfully cute, it's important for me to remember that it's good to respect and to love my animals. In fact, that's probably a key component to how I choose to run things around here, as I show my animals a lot of respect. That being said, it's hard for me to put that like emotional barrier up, knowing that eventually these baby rabbits, these kits, are going to end up, you know, being food for us. But I think that that's just the way it's supposed to be. I think that we're supposed to be deeply connected to our food, whether it's the animals that you're raising with respect, or if it's the tomatoes and the spinach that you're raising with respect, and you're doing everything that you can to ensure that they're growing well. It is hard. It's hard to toe the line, and sometimes it's even hard to make the argument as why you choose to love and respect something that you would later eat. However, I also lean strongly towards I don't want to blindly eat. So I had a discussion recently with somebody where it's like they knew how meat was made, they know how their chicken nuggets become chicken nuggets, but they just didn't want to see it. They don't understand how I would want to not look away. And essentially my only answer was, I want to be connected to my food, and I want to be connected to all of the blessings that I am given by God. And this is just my belief. I'm not pushing this on anybody, but it's my belief that I have this goal for a reason, to respect all of the bountiful things that God has given us, whether it's animals or it's food or it's each other. Right now with the coronavirus going on, I have tried to turn my blessings into blessings for others. I've been trying to give my eggs away to friends, and recently I put out that I have raw goat's milk for those who are having a hard time finding formula, and I just do what I can to amplify on the blessings that I have received, and in turn bless those around me. How awesome was it that we just came out here and there just so happened to be more baby bunnies? If that's not being blessed, I don't know what else is. So as big of a blessing as these rabbits will be for us and for my family later, I also want to show you something that's pretty new for us as well. So let's go look. Okay, so if you haven't guessed, the newest animal that we have, other than the baby rabbits, are new chicks that we bought at Atwood's for meat, to be meat birds. Unfortunately, the story of the meat chicks is not as happy and easygoing as the story of the new rabbits. I'm not really sure why, but there's a high percentage of the chicks that we bought that have just died of pretty mysterious things. They might not be so mysterious for other people though, so if you have any idea why they might be dying on me, please let me know. I am giving them medicated chick feed. It's what I start all my chicks out on, and I think right now I would stick to it, especially since these chicks seem to be dying. I mean, fairly quickly. The first batch that we got were the bantam chicks, and 2 out of 5 of those had passed within the first night. The second round of chicks that we got were the meat chicks. We got 25 of them, and 9 of them have died over the course of like 2 days. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm looking at the stool. Nothing's totally weird about the stool. They seem to all be just extremely weak. And whenever I try to show them where their water is, them taking on water makes them gag, and it looks almost like they're having little seizures. I'm supposed to be getting new chicks pretty soon, and I'm not going to be able to use this tractor because if there's a sickness in this tractor, I don't want it to spread to other chicks. So coming up, I'll be building other tractors. I'm looking at one bird right now. So this bird right here is a prime example of what I'm talking about. So right now he looks okay, but if you watch him, he'll just start doing these things where he closes his eyes. He's having a hard time swallowing, and almost like he's like, I mean, I don't know how high, I guess stoned, I don't know, it's just weird. They're very loopy, and I would hate to see, because we spent $60. Oh, hey, get out from underneath there. We spent $60 on these chicks, and I would hate to see that kind of investment just completely thwarted, but also I just don't want to see anything suffer. So I don't know what's going on, what I would need to do. It's all very concerning. I'm gonna leave him out if he happens to be sick. I don't want him to like get any of the other chicks sick, but it's just worrisome. So if you have any idea what's happening with these chicks, please let me know. It just blows. A good thing though is one of our bantam chicks that we got, I have discovered that he is a frizzle, so he's kind of fun. Man, what a dose of sour luck. Fortunately though, our rabbits are good luck, so I'm gonna try to focus more on that than this unfortunate luck here. Boo. Okay y'all, so that's the good, the bad, and the ugly for today. Speaking of, I've also got to treat some nasty bite wound that Purdy has acquired on her back. So, yeah, luckily the rabbit birth is what's going to be pulling me through for today. But it looks like I have some combating to do against all this bad luck. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I know for sure within the next 2 weeks that I'm going to be getting my garden bed completed. I'm going to be getting my chicken coop all dolled up, and I'm going to be building new tractors for new chickens and for the new rabbits. I'll see y'all later. Oh, come on.